Hey guys, my name is Aidailene Arratia, English version, Ida, Aileen Aradia, and I just want to talk about what I've been feeling today or lately with what's going on in America. A former friend, shared this on Facebook a couple hours ago for the people that have iPhones and that have the Apple Music. It says, in steadfast support of the Black voices that define music, creativity, and culture, we use ours. This moment calls upon us all to speak and act against racism and injustice of all kinds. We stand in solidarity with Black communities everywhere. Hashtag the show must be paused. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. I've been seeing a lot on social media, Instagram and Facebook, and this basically sums it up, because racism is very real to the Black community, and it sucks. I've never experienced the racism, but I am a person of color. I am Mexican, American with Mexican roots. My dad was born in Mexico, and I'm very proud of my roots. I'm very proud of where I'm come from. And not just, with the Black community, but also with the Hispanic community too. But like I said, as of right now, it's focused on the Black folk, the Black people, in their community. And I also did research. If anyone gets offended by this, you can either unfollow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. You can delete me, unfriend me. I don't care, because I stand with my Black friends, my Black friends, my Black friends, my Black friends, my Black family, my Black people. And in my story on Instagram, I said, I don't care what you are, who you are, I got you, and I respect you. I support you. And like I said not too long ago, like, I did some research, and I was researching Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman. They both were born in slavery and managed to escape slavery, and because how they were back in the day in I think in the 1830s, 1840s, around that time, 50s. And I had a quote of Frederick Douglass on Wikipedia. It says, "I have no love for America as such. I have no patriotism. I have no country. What country have I? The institutions of this country do not know me, do not recognize me as a man." And I think that these racist people and racism altogether don't see the African American community as people. They think that they're like a different species, and they're not. They're human like us, human like me and you. They bleed the same color. And with same thing with Harriet Tubman. She managed to escape. I think I've read on the second time around, and managed to find 13 missions to rescue about 70 people from slavery, and followed the North Star, because history was one of my favorite subjects in high school. History, American history. And I also looked up, Rosa Parks. We all know what Rosa Parks went through back in the, I think, 50s. That she refused to change seats. And she was sent to jail. And she stood up against racism and to get equal rights. And same thing with Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. did the same thing as like what the people are doing now, but not, doing all these other things. He protested to get civil rights. He protested safely, along with millions of other people that wanted to get rights. And look what's happening now with George Floyd. I feel that it wasn't right. It shouldn't be right to anybody. Doesn't matter what color and race you are. And just because he was black, he wasn't doing anything. He was not resisting. He was following orders until this white police officer killed him. He choked him literally to death. I've seen the video about 20 times today. Or not today, but recently. And since that day, it's been justice. Yes, they fired them. Yes, they, charged them, but not the right charge, which is not a good one either. Because he could have probably got out within the year, or whatever, and it's not cool. And same thing with this young man back in, I think, February, that I was reading that he was just jogging, and these two white men, son and father, decided to just kill him because he was black. He was just jogging around the neighborhood and decided to chase him down and shoot him just because he was black. Like what what is that? And like in my Instagram story, I will fight for you. I fight, you fight. You fight, I fight. And I don't feel good about it at all. And my Instagram story too, like I said, I thank God that my parents never raised me or my three sisters in that way. Because I love, all these different races. I love seeing these mixed, people together. And that's what makes America great, like Trump says. Getting, and I don't support Trump, just putting it out there. But what makes, the United States better. Mixed racing, having friends outside your race, And like I said in my Instagram story, I have friends that are black. I have friends that are, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Dominican, white, Asian, whoever. And I was talking to someone the other day that back in high school, like all 4 years of high school, I hung out with these different groups with different, backgrounds and different beliefs and different, different things. I've hung out with a group of, black people, a group of Mexicans, a group of, Puerto Ricans, a group of, whites. I was everywhere. I was in the group with mixed people, I don't care. Because in my family, on my mom's side, I have 2 cousins that are half white and half Mexican. And I am beyond blessed to have them in my life. And so I'm doing this video because of what I'm feeling right now, and to say that I am totally against racism, because it's not cool, it's not great to experience it, even though I have not experienced it yet, but I've seen it. And just let me know what I can do better to learn more and to do more research. Because all the research I did was about, Frederick Douglass, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, MLK. Even MLK once said in a speech that I have a dream that every kid can, hang around or do whatever they want, and not, have them tell otherwise because of their skin color. He had a dream, and look what we're at right now. Mixed people, getting along, and that's what he wanted. And now with all this, violent protesting and all this other stuff, I'm not telling you that it's wrong, but just do it the safe way. And I think I already said it, I don't remember if I did, but I asked my mom when I got home, I'm like, Ma, what would you do or say if I went out and protested? And she's like, I don't care if you do. All I care about and what I worry about is safety. You're risking your life to either get, shot at, sprayed on, all this other things. And I also seen the video, I think today, or I seen it last night, and I seen it a few more times today, that a little girl, I think she might have been at least 9 or 10, that she was sprayed on by a police officer. She was crying, and that's not right. Like I said, do it if you want your kids to go and protest. Do it the safe way, the safest way possible. Well, that's what I have to say. If, like I said, if I offended somebody, or if whatever, and if you don't like what I'm saying, like I said, unfollow me, unfriend me, delete me, block me. I don't care, because as of right now and for the rest of my life will always be Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. And that's how it should be. Aileen out. Peace.